Joshcast is now. Joshcast. Cool. Joshcast. Popular with the girls. Joshcast. Not at all awkward. Joshcast. Yeah, I don't think that theme works for this podcast. I think it should be more like this. Joshcast. Bladder condition. Oh, watch out for that car. Gas prices are rising. Joshcast. There we go. That's more like it. Driving by, there's a giant carpet that is outside someone's house right now, rolled up. Presumably there's no dead bodies inside. It didn't look like that. It looked like just a normal situation where somebody's getting new carpet. Of course, it could be the magic carpet from Aladdin that was murdered. We found the magic carpet. He was stabbed several times, right in its central pattern. Cause of death? I just told you the cause of death. Stabbed several times in its pattern. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just having trouble wrapping my head around the notion that we're talking about a magic carpet. Well, we're talking about a former magic carpet. Now it's just a carpet. How did they find it? Well, it's hard to describe. They took the dead carpet and they wrapped it in a carpet and they threw it into the river. What kind of carpet was it wrapped? It wasn't wrapped in another dead carpet, was it? No. The carpet that was wrapped in was never Ascension carpet. It's not a double murder. I see. Do we have any suspects? Well, I think it might be Jenkins. Jenkins? That doesn't make any sense. What would he have against a magic carpet? Well, we think the magic carpet was having an affair with Jenkins' wife. How is that possible? I don't know. All I can say is it involves two carpets. All right, there's a punchline. That's a punchline. Punchline. Honey, what's wrong? The guy in the podcast just did a punchline. Honey, I don't want you listening to this podcast. Why are you listening to this podcast? You shouldn't be listening to this. It upsets you. Punchline. Very upset by this. Very upset. Honey, what have I told you about listening to strange podcasts that don't involve any actual major celebrities? You shouldn't be going online finding podcasts like that. Please stop it. It's so hard raising this child. It really is. He's very high-strung, and he likes to listen to podcasts that I've never heard of and comment on them and get upset by them. I just don't know what to make of it. I don't know what to do. I really don't. Well, that was a tear, wasn't it? So that happened. Bladder condition is still a problem. That's going on. I guess I should point out this is not a sketch right now. This is me just checking in. Bladder condition is still a problem. I have been drinking more caffeine. I kind of said, screw it. I miss caffeine. I don't know if that's what's aggravating it. Still afraid that it's going to lead to something bad. Although the irony, this is how life works. I spend all my time worrying about this bladder condition, and then I have a heart attack. That's what the universe. That's how the universe works. It's the bait and switch. The universe likes to plot out horrible things in life the way that Abrams would plot out episodes and scenes and seasons of Lost. You think it's going to be one thing, then it's another thing. Everyone going, is there a plan? Is there a plan? There's a plan, right? Or is he just winging it? And the universe shrugging and going, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. What do you think? That would have been tough, I think, if that's how God was. Exactly what I just described. And that's when Moses is talking to God. What voice is that? Where are you coming from? I am that I am, man. I don't know what to tell you. I am that I am. I'm the thing. I'm the, I'm God. That's who I am. The big G, God. What do you want of me? I want you to go right back into Egypt and you march right up to that Pharaoh and you say, no, Sonny Jim, this ain't gonna fly. And you're going to take the Jews and you're going to take them to land flowing with milk and or honey. Haven't decided if we're going to do milk and honey or milk or honey. Letting the situation tell me how it's going to land. Maybe it's milk and Coca-Cola. You don't know what Coca-Cola is because it hasn't been invented yet. But I'm omnipotent. I know what Coca-Cola is. It's going to be fantastic. But I can't tell you any more about that because I don't want to spoil the surprise. Big G, that's my name, God. That would have been a lot harder to deal with, I think. Or maybe it would have been fun. I'm not entirely sure how that would have been. That's odd. Is what I'm doing right now genuine, or am I just masking the depression? That's what I got to figure out with it when it comes to depression, because I feel like it's always, to agree, it's always kind of there. It flares up. How am I in a situation where I'm not aggravated? I don't understand this. It's disconcerting. I don't like this feeling of not being depressed, and I hate saying that. Poo, knock on wood, because now I feel like I'm tempting the universe and God's going to go, hey, who wants to be depressed? We'll give him something. Something's coming on down the pike. But perhaps, Joshua, that's not how you should view your situation. Look at it this way. Bad things are always going to happen. So you need to enjoy the good times when they're good. And take a moment and just enjoy the sunrise and enjoy the nice breakfast you're having. And just really drink in the good in life instead of obsessing over the bad. Turns out the psychiatrist who was talking to Josh was found dead the next day. Who do we think did it? We think it was Jenkins. But don't tell me the psychiatrist was also sleeping with Jenkins' wife. No. No, Jenkins just really couldn't stand the sound of that psychiatrist. And frankly, neither could we. And the DA's not going to press charges. Driving by a place called Oasis Coin Laundry. Oasis Coin Laundry. That's the name of this establishment. Oasis. Feel like the kind of people who have to use a coin laundry place, aka me, would not view a coin laundry place as an oasis. I think for me, an oasis would be a place where I don't have to pay for laundry. At the very least, I'd be wandering in the desert and I would see this mirage and it would be Oasis free laundry. And I'd go, whoa. Well, it's not water and I'm going to be dead in 15 minutes, but free laundry, I'll take it. Now this is an oasis. Daddy's making fun of our company. What did he say? Well, he said that our laundry place, Oasis Laundry, he's making fun of the name. He's saying because it's coin laundry, it's not an oasis. Has he been in our laundry place? I don't think so. I don't think he understands that we've really created an atmosphere that's peaceful, that is an oasis of sorts, and that's worth paying money for the laundry. Does he understand how much it costs to run a laundromat? Did you say laundromat? I think it's laundromat. You know what I mean, Dad. That's not the point. Well, what do you want to do? Do you want to write a letter? I mean, how many podcast listeners does he have? It looks like he's averaging about 20 podcast listeners a day. Well, honey, I think maybe you're overreacting a little bit. I want vengeance. I want him to stop talking about this. I want him to apologize. I'd like to apologize to the people, the good people at Oasis Laundry. I've never been in there before. I shouldn't be making fun of the name. I actually genuinely do feel bad now that I'm making fun of the name. Here's what just happened. I made fun of the name, and then I imagined how they would feel hearing it, and I literally feel guilty now. I want to point this out. What you're seeing is the Jewish mechanism at work. Recorded live for your viewing pleasure. All right, guy next to me driving a classic car alert. Big car, giant boat. If I ram my Honda into that car, the car would go. I'm sorry, what? Did somebody say something? What happened? I think I've talked about this in previous podcasts. If I have, I apologize for the duplication. Oh, you can hear it. You can probably hear it on the podcast. That motor. That 1960s or 70s engine. It's an engine that said, we're going to win this Cold War. We're going to go to the moon. We are America. Nothing can stop us. Well, America, this is God here. You're in for a major twist. Wow. My brain is really all over the place this morning. Really all over the place. Don't try to control it. Don't try to control your mind, Josh. Let it flow. Let it flow! My name is Susan. I am a life coach. And the way that I coach people is by having breakdowns at them. But positive breakdowns. You can do it, Timothy! You can do it. Don't ever let anyone tell you can't do it. God, Timothy, I love you so much. Come here. Come here, Timothy. And now I'd like to apologize to all the life coaches out there. I don't mean to denigrate the concept of a life coach. I am sorry. Please accept my apology. I don't believe it's an apology. I'm Sandra, another life coach. I've been listening to the podcast. I'm one of the 20 listeners. I don't believe in this apology. I think that he's saying it to be sarcastic, and I find it offensive. I am genuinely now apologizing to all of the life coaches and to the Oasis Coin Laundromat. I am sorry. I am sorry. Genuinely. I am sorry. I'm trying to be funny. Well, maybe you're trying too hard to be funny. Oh God, who are you? Please make it not be someone else I have to apologize for. I'm a magic carpet. A magic carpet. Yes, and this is my voice. You got to stop trying to be funny and just allow yourself to flow. And let what you feel come out. And it is what it is. Speak your truth, man. You got to speak your truth. By the way, I was sorry to hear about your friend that was murdered. Well, he kind of had it coming. He was cheating on... Well, he wasn't cheating. Jenkins' wife was cheating on Jenkins with the carpet. Can I ask how that's possible? I wouldn't do that. It's not an image that you want to see. So, what is it like being a magic carpet? Well, it's complicated. It's the flying part can be fun. But it's dangerous. It's very dangerous for someone to fly on a carpet, and I've got to be constantly worried about getting sued. It's not like I got a seatbelt. And then there's the issue of people. I encountered people multiple times who want to use me as a flying carpet, but then want me to just be a carpet when they're not flying me, and they put me in the living room. And people walk all over me, and it's just not very kind. How were you created? Well, I was conjured by the spirits. It was my idea. Hey, Big G, coming here, at God.com. I said to myself, this carpet's boring. Let's give it some peppy. Let's give it some pep. And so I made it fly. Ha-la-la! Flying carpet. Shazam! I guess, yeah, so that's how I'm here. All right, Magic Carpet. Thanks for the pep talk. I appreciate it. You're welcome, man. You're welcome. And now I would like to apologize to all Magic Carpets and to all regular carpets. I hope I didn't offend you with this podcast. But I think we're coming to the end here. I left earlier, so there was less of a commute, so this podcast will probably be a little bit shorter. Let me see if I'm right on that. Oh, yes, a few minutes shorter. But you know what? Shorter is better. Just ask Linda. I don't know who Linda is.